So let's talk about Bitcoin, and let's talk about what happened today that caused Bitcoin to crash more than 7.5%. Let's do it. So before we get into the video, I want to talk about the Secret Crypto Club. This is something I can't really tell you too much about. If you wish to find out more, jump into our Discord. Link is in the description of the video, or check out the website for more information. Don't miss this opportunity. So let's start here. Coin market cap, the total market cap of crypto globally, is down over 5% at 5.39% today in the past 24 hours. And we're going to dig into what's happened, why this has happened, and why we need to be very, very careful and always use good risk management when investing in cryptocurrency, because it's a dangerous minefield of an investment sector, in my opinion. So we're now stood at $1.64 trillion for total market cap of crypto, and we've got Bitcoin at 42,665.66, down 5.63% at the time of the recording. And what I would say is, you know, it's been a great opportunity to dollar cost averaging to this market. And I have been saying for a few weeks to expect, you know, a big pullback. We've said going into 2024, expect volatility. We do expect a Fed pivot, potentially Q2, but it could be earlier. There are rumbles that it could be earlier. And when we see this, we normally see this followed by a crash. This is because people can't afford to basically keep up with their current lifestyle, and you know, the cost of everything goes up, but your wages stay the same. This normally passes over a couple of months, and then we start to see a bit of a recovery. So I'm expecting a big crash. This isn't the one that I have been expecting, but the market was, you know, oversold on an awful lot of different time frames. So it was expected and overdue. You can't just keep going up in a straight line. I say this all the time. We've got Ethereum at 2,211.40, down 6.57% at the time of recording. But let's sort of dig into this. We've got Bitcoin falls as $540 million is liquidated from crypto markets in just 4 hours. This is what I'm saying, you know, you've got to be using good risk management. It's so important. Now, you know, like, this is what can happen. This has been caused, and we want to go into what the cause of this is. This is because there are rumors, and that is what they are, rumors that the SEC will reject all the Bitcoin ETFs in January. And this is called, according to Matrix Port, and they're an analyst expert that expects the US Securities and Exchange Commission to reject all the Bitcoin spot ETFs in January. Now, this has led to, again, just other speculation that, you know, if it's not rejected, it'll be delayed. And this is why Nick and myself and our team have been saying expect a sell the news event, because, you know, in this build up to, you know, the Bitcoin spot ETFs being approved, we've got people buying in, speculating that the money's going to come straight into the ETFs. You know, big money, institutional money is going to pour in. And this, you know, for me at least, is not what we should be expecting. We should be expecting it to be approved. That's my expectation. I'm expecting people to sell off. And it take a little bit of time to have money pour into the spot ETFs. I think that this is going to take a lot of sign-offs from big companies and isn't going to be something that happens overnight. Is there companies preparing for it now? Yes. Are they ready? No. And I still think that there's elements of blockchain that still needs to be improved in order to bring in like mass adoption. And one of those is a privacy layer, being able to mask and unmask data. This is what, you know, you're going to need for like CBDCs and your banking sector and other businesses. You know, businesses are not going to want the competition to see what they're purchasing and what prices they're purchasing for and so on, and see all of their financial records. You know, same with health records and all this sort of stuff. You know, some of this stuff needs to be masked, and at the moment that privacy layer isn't where it needs to be. So look, I expect to sell the news event. I expect the market to crash, and I expect all of this to, you know, happen, and it shouldn't shock anybody, but everything be recovered and on the way up in time for the Bitcoin halving. So look, these are my predictions. Doesn't mean I'm right, doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to be right. But we've got a fantastic track record in this bear market of predicting all of the stuff that we're seeing. I don't think we've got much wrong. So look, we've got to be mindful. Make sure you're using good risk management when trading, because this sort of stuff comes, you know, out of the blue, and you know, it can cause a lot of liquidations. Just be aware of that. On the flip side, we've got Bitcoin ETF looks very likely given, you know, the bureaucrats' SEC steps. We see 98% chance of approval in the next couple of weeks, with a high likelihood of a Bitcoin rally to follow. So look, I think there's lots of mixed headlines all in the same day. You know, one article is telling us that, you know, an analyst believes that they're all going to be rejected, and another analyst firm is saying that 98% of 98% chance, that, you know, they're going to be approved. And I'm leaning more towards the 98% approved, but not followed by a Bitcoin rally, to be followed by a Bitcoin crash is kind of my actual thoughts. And this is like, everybody's an expert, but like, what I would say is a lot of these experts don't get shit right half the time, not even half the time, not even a quarter of the time, some of them. And some of them, you know, are in positions that, you know, they run hedge funds and so forth, and it doesn't matter which way the market moves, they're still getting their percent regardless. And like, until you understand this stuff and how it works, you're not going to be successful. So, you know, educate yourselves, jump in our Discord, free content there. Would love to see you and have more meaningful conversations there. We've got EU Banking Watchdog to deepen probe of links between banks, crypto entities, and so on. Concerns over congestion have triggered the need to dig deeper into links between banks and other financial firms. And what I would say is, here in the UK in particular, the banking sector are clamping down massively. And, you know, I've experienced this, you know, firsthand with being debanked by Santander. And all they seem to be interested in is my crypto, where it is, for me to prove that, you know, this is my portfolio, this is where it's kept, putting me and my family, you know, in harm's way, in essence, because, you know, these people, although they have various different checks, they could kick down my door. They know where I live. You know, I could have my crypto assets at home, for example. You know, maybe I do, maybe I don't. But, you know, it does put immense danger, you know, towards an individual to expect them to give that information out. So yeah, wasn't willing to do that, got debanked because of it. We've done various different videos on the channel, you know, crypto friendly banks and how to protect yourself. This was something that caught me a little bit sideways in 2023, right at the end, you know, over the Christmas period. Being debanked is not the one. But what I would say is, you know, there's learnings to be made from all of these mistakes that people make. And that's why I think the Discord is a massive tool that people should jump into. It's free to join. Like, I'm not trying to sell you anything here, but to immerse yourself in a community that want to help each other be successful in crypto is much needed. And what I would say with that is, you know, you get to learn from other people's experiences, maybe not mistakes, but experiences and mistakes. And, you know, that is a valuable resource for anybody new in the crypto space, which is why I bang on about it so much. We've got a fantastic community, and they need to be raved about. They really do. You know, then on top of having a community, you've got experts and technical analysts and, just people that know their shit in there as well to support you. So, check it out. Like, nothing to lose. It's free. But yeah, look, the banking stuff, everybody talks about, the exchanges, not your keys, not your crypto, not in your wallet or under your bed, and in a bank, not your money either. So look, I don't know, like, let me know if there's a saying for that in the comments. If you can come up with a good saying for something along the lines of what we have for exchanges, but for banks, let me know in the comments. There's a challenge for you. We got crypto phishing attacks drain nearly $300 million in 2023, according to Scam Sniffer. 324,000 users fell victims to phishing scams. So I'm going to drop this in our Discord for you to read through at your leisure. It's really important to me that you keep yourself safe and you don't give these scummy assholes any of your hard-earned crypto. Visa-backed crypto project to launch fair token offering instead of an ICO. This is Playblocks. Again, I think this is one to definitely dig into. Again, I will drop the details of this in our Discord for our community. Coinbase is playing a dangerous game against the SEC with its stablecoin USDC. This is talking about the fact that, Coinbase are now listing pairs with USDC. Again, just, potential risk with the SEC. To be honest, the SEC just need to get a grip. Crypto traders flock to 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧, which is a Dragon Ball inspired meme coin. Will it last? My thoughts are no. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Check out the video up above. Definitely worth digging into that. And I will catch you in the next one. Take care.